for joining my broadcast. I'm High Priestess Kathie, and I have a message from Spirit I wanted to share with you all today or tonight, wherever you are in the world. So I'm going to wait until a few more people to come in before I get started. I'm going to be talking about past life experience, near-death experience. So when you guys come in, make sure you say hello. I can put you on the screen here. So we'll get started in about 10 minutes. Hello, Lynn. Oliviera, I hope I said your name right. Lynn Oliviera. Welcome. Hello, Miscellaneous KB. How are you? Welcome. We'll get started in about 10 minutes. I'm going to wait till some more people come on in. Yes. So good to see you again. Miscellaneous AB, I hope you've been well. Yes, okay, I said it right. Awesome. Yes. So you guys feel free to share the live, and any support you want to send to this channel is greatly appreciated. It helps me to keep going. You know, this little channel here, like I said, is a few years old, but it doesn't get a lot of attention or recognition because of the type of channel it is. And that's a shame. Let's see. This is a bit loud. Oh, it's hard. Oh, the music is loud. Okay, I was wondering if it was too loud earlier. Let me turn it down a little more. Is that better? Can y'all still hear it? Yes, I'm so glad. Yes. I think I missed you on my last live. I think it was a few days ago. But that's okay. Yes. Amy, please. Hello, Leslie. Welcome. Okay, it's still loud. That's better. Awesome. Oh no, that's fine. I want to make sure that you all can hear me too. And when I went back in a couple of my videos, I noticed the music was kind of loud. I was talking over it. So I want to make sure it's not interfering with my message, or I want to make sure you guys hear me. Yes. Hi, Leslie. Yes, Leslie. If you would like a reading with me, you can set up a private consultation with me. My information is in the description box on how to contact me. Or if you want me to just read you here, consider, giving a little donation, and, I can answer a question or two for you. But if it's private stuff, then I think that you need to contact me privately then, because it will be broadcast. Yes, yes. Thank you. Yes, Leslie. This is my cash app. It's also in the description box. If you forget later on. And it's $60 for 30 minutes or $100 for an hour. Or if you just wanted to like send a donation if you have one question, then if you want to do like half of the 60, that's fine. But I'll go through that, and I'll just go ahead and jump into the topic tonight, you guys, which is titled A Near Death Experience. And I wanted to tell you guys what had happened to me. I had met a young man where whenever we first started talking, I knew something was, kind of wrong with him, or something was off. And then the second time I saw him, it's like I had a vision of him getting shot, and it's like I was like, wow, I said, he gets shot before, and I never thought anything of it until I had saw him again, and we were just randomly talking, and because he can walk and everything, and then he told me about his life and what he's went through, and he told me that he had actually got shot 3 times in his whole life. It was 3 different times because he was in a gang really, really, really bad. And he said this last time that he got shot, he was in a shootout with with the rival gang or whatever. And he said that when he got shot, he felt it like a thud on his head. He said, but he didn't actually feel any pain. It was just like a thud. And he said he remembers falling down by the car, and it was a lot of people out there. He said he remembered falling down by the car, and he was just so worried about who shot him. That's all he can think of. And he said when he fell down, he said he got back up, but he said I was still laying down. He told me that he actually was looking at himself laying down on the ground. And he said he noticed there was a lot of people like trying to help him and stuff. And then he said he remembered like the paramedics coming and all of that. He said he said he was just looking at himself, and he was so mad trying to go around to see who shot him. He said, even though he said, I knew I wasn't in my body. He said, I didn't feel anything. He said, I didn't smell anything. He was like, it was nothing. And he said he remembers looking at himself. He said he remembers the paramedics working on him. And he said he got in to the ambulance with the paramedics in his body, and he said that he was just looking at himself the whole time, like, thinking, is he going to get back up, or how can he get back in his body? That's what he was saying the whole time. How can I get back? And he said as soon as they got to that hospital, he said he remembers looking at himself. They rushed him through the emergency room exit or whatever. And he says he remembers the doors closing. He said, and it got really, really pitch black, dark. And he said it felt like it was that way, like maybe for 5 minutes or something. Everything was just black. And he said he kept hearing them, but he didn't see nothing. It was just black. He said that the next thing he knows, he said he woke up and he had all of these tubes and stuff, on him. And when he woke up, he remembers that all he could think about was who shot him. He was trying to find out who shot me. And he said when he came to, he pulled out like the tubes and stuff. And he said the only thing he can remember is like when he came to, he had like a headache, a real bad headache from where, I guess, like where he got shot, because he said they shot him in the head. So not only did he live from getting shot in the head, he experienced, everything. He said he remembers the people that was working on him. He said he was just looking at himself, wondering how he was going to get back in his body. And I just had to share that with y'all because I know you guys, you've heard of different stories like that. There's stories all out there and stuff like that. But, when you actually meet someone who has experienced something like that, face to face, and you actually know them, it's something, And so that's why he was like, he said, I know for a fact that if that happened to me, there's got to be, other people that's just like maybe walking around still trying to get back in their body and trying to, and that's something, so I wanted to share that with you, with the near-death experience, story there. Yes. God really touched him. Here we go. Yeah, God really touched him. And, he said, I know I died, because they did say that he died, but they brought him back. He said, I know that I died. He said, because I was watching from outside my body. He said, but all I could do was just stay with my body, He said, I couldn't get back in it. So yes, y'all, like I said, for people that don't believe in this stuff, they don't believe in the spirit world and the spiritual world and all that, those type of people, you can't even convince them about stuff like that, unless it happens to them or whatever, you know what I mean? Or somebody that they're close to, because there's a lot of people, who are out here who are just lost spiritually. They're just super lost, and they'll never get it, and they'll never embrace it. They'll never understand it. And we just have to let those people be, Yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So you guys, let me know, have you had any situations happen in your own life with a near-death experience? Or if you know someone, please do share your story in the comments. I would love to put it up. Yes. Yeah, just one thing that's really, really real is that we are more than just flesh and blood. We are more than just this vessel we live in. And just when you lose someone that you love, like I said, the love never dies. That same love that you had when that person was alive, that's still something that's real and tangible. And just because we can't actually see it with our eyes anymore doesn't mean it's not there, that it doesn't exist. It does. It's a real thing. Just like I said, the experience, with my mother, even, that type of love. She's not here anymore, but the type of love that we shared for each other, that will never die. And that's something that I feel in my heart. And I wanted to let you all know that too, those of you that are dealing with death in the family, you've lost a loved one. I've lost my father this year. Those of you who are, dealing with the loss of a marriage, even a relationship, you know, um, it's hard, but one thing is real is that feeling was there. That feeling was real. And that's something that cannot ever die. That cannot die. Yeah, people can grow on from it. They can move on from it or whatever. But, if if you have a loved one that's not here anymore, like I said, that love is something that will never, ever die. Never, ever. Never, ever. Never, ever. And no one can take that away from you. No government can take that away from you. Your spouse, your divorce cannot take that away from you. Uh, you going to jail, going to prison, something happening to you, it's not going to ever, no one can ever take that away from you. That love will never die, never die. Yes. Lynn Oliviera says, I can feel when my loved ones are near me every now and then. Yes, because they are very interested in our lives. Still, they're rooting for us on the other side. The success or, with you being happy. They rejoice in that. They rejoice in that. Yeah. Yeah, they want to be a part of all of the good things that happen for you and the bad things. They want to be there for you if you need them. Those good memories, the things that they taught you, the things that they told you to watch out about, with certain people, things like that. All of those are precious things, precious teachings. Just like the way my grandmother taught me to protect myself spiritually. That's something that she gave me that I appreciate her for that, because as much as I've been through, a lot of I'm surprised I'm still here. But I know it was because of her too, my parents too, but she taught me how to protect myself against people and people that don't mean me any good and things like that. And those prayers that they give y'all, all of the positive words that they give y'all, things like that. Those are things to be thankful for. Those are things to be thankful for. Yeah. Yes. Those are things to be thankful for forever. And there are some parents, they are so jealous of their own children that they know how to do these things. They know how to protect themselves. They know how to do these things, make money, but they won't teach their children because they don't want to see them do better than them, and they want them to depend on them. And then sometimes when these parents get older, they wonder why their children is not there for them. sometimes it's not just the children, sometimes it's what we've done in our lifetime. And a lot of people will cross over, die, because of not only just having a broken heart, but a lot of stuff they brought upon themselves too. I truly believe that having a near death experience is supposed to bring you back so that you can make some wrongs right, so that you can do better for yourself or do better for the people that need you. If you get another chance to come back here, especially after being shot in the head, any type of serious accident where you should have died and all that, and you're here, this is the time to make the wrongs right, so you can ascend spiritually. And when you get ready to cross over, it won't be traumatic. There's a lot of Gede spirits. For those of you who know about the Gede, okay, I made a video about the Gede. I will post it again on Facebook. I'll go back and find it. But the Gede spirits in the voodoo, New Orleans voodoo, spirituality, religion, whatever you want to identify it as. But those spirits are spirits who died a tragic life, or they were murdered, or they were just drug dealers, thieves, robbers. A lot of those people we have in our family today, but I'm just saying, the Gede people that were here on earth, and they lived that type of life. Like they say, they lived that life. They lived that life, prostitutes, hookers, tall girls, whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, yeah, if you get another chance, but going back to that young man's story that I met here, he definitely, he knows that this is his last chance to make it right. Like he said, he's been shot 3 times, so I noticed like he totally changed his life around. He's been, staying out of trouble, he says, and but, yeah, and then he has children. He told me he had children, and I said, well, yeah, the children, they need you to be here. They need you. So, that there's that saying, some people need to slow down. Sometimes you need to slow down, or something in life will happen to make you slow down. And sometimes that's a near-death experience. Sometimes. I know it's not in all cases, but the majority of the time. Oh yeah, it changes people. And to experience that, so that he's not the only one. I've heard of stories like this happening to other people and stuff too. So, the spirit world is real, very real, because we are more than just this vessel. Like I said earlier, we are more than just flesh and blood. Yes. Girl, I know the feeling being surprised if still being here, and that must be that we are here for a good reason. That's right. That's right. Yeah. And his children, they need him. Yeah. So they got a chance to really bond and stuff now with him. Oh, and he was showing me a video of him. He used to rap and stuff too, and he was showing me a video of how he looked back then. Totally different, totally different. And he was, telling me, of course, he had to learn how to walk all over again and stuff like that. And I was like, wow. He said, I'm still healing. He said the doctor said that I wasn't going to be able to walk again and all this. And he said I smoked so much weed. He said I smoked so much weed. He said I wouldn't even feel any pain if it was just crazy. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. He was like, that wasn't gonna stop me. He said weed has been healing him. He he has medical marijuana license and everything, and he takes it, for the pain and everything. And so yeah, you guys, Lynn Olivia says, to me, they had or still have a good chance to get out of that kind of life. And most of the time, if it was forced on them, and it's sad. Yeah. Yeah, these pretty good, very talented too, very talented rapper and stuff, And I'm like, wow. Yeah, but definitely, you guys, make sure that you are taking care of yourself, self-love, treat yourself, go outside and smell the fresh air, maybe go outside 10, 15 minutes, go for a stroll, go for a walk. Oh, and just have a love on you day. It's so important. It's so important. Yes. You guys, I appreciate you coming through. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up here. And I will be back on soon. And let's see who came in here tonight. I want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. We had Miss Lynn Oliveira who came in tonight. And we had Miscellaneous AB. Thank you for stopping in tonight. And we have Leslie Papadopoulos. Thanks for showing up tonight, ladies. I appreciate you. Oh, and also my good friend Afro Root Witch. Thank you for stopping through. Merry Meatloaf. But I am getting ready to go, you guys. I appreciate you so much for coming through. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, you all. Bye-bye.